All my content is found on the public domain. I operate using the Fair Use Act guidelines and the Fair Dealings guidelines. I use my own thoughts, opinions, commentary and speculation which may or may not be true or correct. This is for entertainment purposes, comedy and fun. Please like, comment with respect and subscribe. Hello, this is Talking Tech Mum midweek. Oh my gosh, I have to tell you, I had to get a vodka. Wait till you hear the news that I have for you. I've left it to the end because there's two more things I want to talk about, but boy oh boy, just hold tight because I have got breaking news that we're going to rejoice. But I just hope there's something for us to talk about moving forward in the future. Anyway, first thing I want to talk about is very briefly that dumbass letter that politician Holly Lynch put out there. The one where apparently she wrote this letter and there were 72 other politicians supporting Meghan. She's not even English. She's American. Holy moly. Isn't there anything else like something starting with a capital B, rhyming with Megxit, going on in the UK that these people should be concerned about? But oh no, they sit down and wrote a cowardly letter. There's names, but no one's signature. So as far as I'm concerned, if I had a letter and no signature, and I've done this, put that crap in the bin. It's utter rubbish. It's not really worth a mention, but I just thought, I'll give you my opinion. It's a load of crap. I wouldn't even honour it as toilet paper is useful. I'd just shred it. It's just rubbish. So it gets no attention from me. It's just a crappy letter that anybody could have written on letterhead because there's no signatures attached. Next little bit of happenings was when Meghan went to One World something or other, and she wore that red leather skirt with this nasty cheap top. I don't know, she just didn't look very good in it at all. And this is where I was wondering, have they lost their titles? Because she sort of dragged Harry along and thought, I said that he was gate crashing. And then they were sitting there at these tiny little desks with little glasses of water. The kind of thing that you would see, pretty much, a school meeting of sorts, not kind of a meeting where you would have dignitaries. There was no tablecloths, there were no jugs for the cups, and there were very tiny tables. So there was no sense of royalty at that session. I think the worst thing was Meghan Markle belittling Harry by not only calling him a gate crasher, but she also called him he. And never actually introduced him as His Royal Highness or showed any respect to him in respect of who he is in the royal family. So, she was just acting like a scumbag nitwit as far as I'm concerned. However, breaking news. Apparently, this is reported in Edmonton News and also radaronline.com. Who sourced the story. Apparently after the African journey with Meghan and Harry and them blurting out all that crap and garbage that came out of their mouths, which I've reported on in a previous video, apparently the Queen summoned them and SHIT hit the fan in the Queen's presence. And I'm going to read this to you because it is pretty darn good. So, the headliner, the breaking news is what? Well, Meghan and Harry are out of the royal family. So, the story goes from radaronline.com. Prince Harry and his renegade wife, Meghan, threw a tantrum and quit Britain's royal family during a bitter confrontation with Queen Elizabeth, insiders said. But if the pair were hoping the 93-year-old monarch would beg them to stay, they were flat out wrong, radaronline.com has learned. Her Majesty called their bluff. Woohoo! Finally. That's not in the article. She told them that she was delighted with their decision and couldn't wait for them to leave, the high-level palace courtier revealed. But that wasn't the Queen's only payback for the divisive couple who committed a cardinal sin of dissing royal life in public. She stripped them of their royal titles, their newly renovated home, Frogmore Cottage, and about, wait for it, $15 million in financial support. Woohoo! This is from the source. And then she removed the photo of them in her audience room in Buckingham Palace. And Meghan's royal fairy tale just exploded in her face, says Radar Online. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex horrified the Queen and senior royals by giving an emotionally raw interview for their documentary, which we all know was about me, and poor me, whilst women were being raped in Africa during their royal visit there, with the said baby, which hopefully the baby Archie is still with his real parents. Harry went too far by confirming his feud with William, and the palace has worked tirelessly to downplay this. The once inseparable brothers have good days and bad days, and we don't see each other as much as we used to, Harry confessed. They spilled their guts like no royal since Princess Diana's shocking "there were 3 of us in this marriage" about Charles cheating with Camilla. And they came across as whiners and hypocrites, and Her Majesty was outraged, said the senior palace source. She called the couple to her private quarters immediately after the documentary aired. In a shocking showdown, she told them to get a grip and stop claiming they had single-handedly modernised the monarchy. She told Meghan it might be okay to be open in hippy-dippy Hollywood, but royals keep their private feelings just that, private. The monarch also called the TV production the couple's biggest mistake. Instead of apologising and begging for forgiveness, Harry and Meghan dug their heels in, insisting they wanted out of the royal fishbowl, said the palace aide. They demanded a 6-week break to chill out and see what America has to offer them. Her Majesty exploded. I'm told, she retorted, 6 weeks? You can make it permanent, revealed the aide. She said everyone, including herself, had bent over backwards to help Meghan adjust to royal life, and if they couldn't cope, she'd be delighted to see them go. For good. Meghan clearly masterminded this publicity stunt, and the Queen retaliated, said the source. Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan did not respond to requests for comment. Amen to that, and may God save the Queen. What more can I say? Our wishes have come true. They've lost their titles. I can't wait to hear more. Go check it out yourselves and go grab a shot of vodka, a shot of whiskey, and celebrate. They've been kicked out of the royal family. Woohoo! Finally. Okay, and thanks for listening. Have an awesome night. And ta-ra! God bless.